Alright, everybody. Welcome back to the Spiral Podcast. Thank you all for tuning into this video. And today will be the second social media take reaction video that I'll be doing on this channel. And let's just jump right into it. So the first one is that this is what somebody posted, and they said, "I will never forgive college football, the sport I love most, for killing the Pac-12. It was an absolutely incredible conference to top to bottom throughout every sport. The Pac-12 always had a chance for one of its teams to compete for a national title in every sport." And my reaction to that is that I would probably have to agree with it because like most years in college football, at least they weren't really like necessarily a contender. They were always well rounded. Like they always had like decent teams and stuff, and it's just like a really like good conference to have, I think, in college football, like overall, to just have a conference that's well rounded and can be competitive and bring some great games. And I do think it is a little messed up that they deleted their conference essentially when they were doing their best. And I kind of agree with that. I think out of all the times to take away the Pac-12, this was like probably one of the worst times in recent memory. So I agree with that take, and I think the Pac-12 shouldn't have been deleted, but it already happened, so can't change it, but that's what I think. And then the second one was a graph that I saw, and it was about the top 10 best college football traditions, and I'll just read the best, the graph from worst to best. It was like so it's 10, and I'll start at 10 and go to the best. So number 10 was West Virginia's Country Roads. Number 9 was Colorado's Ralphie Run. Number 8 was Clemson's Howard Rock. Number 7 was Texas A&M's The 12th Man. Number 6 was Toomer's Corner from Auburn. Number 5 was Wisconsin's Jump Around. Number 4 was The Whiteout from Penn State. Number 3 was Army/Navy Singing Second. And then number 2 was Enter Sandman, which is pretty iconic from Virginia Tech. And then the first one is The Wave from Iowa. And so I have a few thoughts about this one. I would say that the Ralphie Run from Colorado might not be deserving of the list. They haven't really I think what impacts tradition sometimes is like how good and how iconic the program is, which I don't know if it should be like that, but it kind of is. And I just don't think Colorado really deserves a top 10 spot. Like, it's just like it's cool, but it's not necessarily like that iconic tradition you're looking for. And on top of that, they haven't been very good recently. So, like, except for last season, they were decent, I guess. But, I just don't think they deserve it, really. I think there's a lot better, like, traditions and stuff like that. And then, I think Toomer's Corner is cool, but I don't think it should be number 6. I think if they replaced where Colorado would be at number 9, I think it would make more sense. And then I know this is going to sound biased, but I truly do think that Ohio State's like OHIO around the stadium, or the script Ohio and dotting the I is more deserving than like Toomer's Corner and stuff like that, and even the Ralphie Run, because they have traditions that are so deep and iconic within college football that I think it's a little unfair to leave an Ohio State tradition out of it. And I know some people might not agree with that, but at the end of the day, you can't lie. Ohio State has some great traditions that have made college football what it is today, and I think it's a little messed up not to have one of those. And then the last thing I was kind of taking away from this is that I would put probably Country Roads above Texas A&M's 12th Man, because I think you could say every team technically has a 12th man. Like, I know it's Texas A&M's like specific like thing, I guess, but every team technically has the home of the 12th man, because especially like the bigger teams like Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State, even Alabama, like all these teams, they all have great crowds. And honestly, Texas A&M doesn't have great like attendance when they're kind of bad recently, so I don't know. I don't think that's really that good of a tradition. And I think Country Roads would be more deserving of like a 7, just because it's so classic. It's an iconic thing, and everybody loves Country Roads no matter what, so I think they deserve that. And then the third post was a graph as well, and it was talking about the top 10 returning cornerbacks for next season. And number 10 was Kobe Bryant. Not that guy, but he's from Kansas. And then number 9 is Quincy Riley from Louisville. Number 8 was Darian Strong from Virginia Tech. Number 7 was Denzel Burke from Ohio State. Number 6 was Jawar Muhammad from Oregon. Number 5 was Travis Hunter from Colorado. Number 4 was Dakario Davis from Arizona. Number 3 was Sebastian Castro from Iowa. Number 2 was Benjamin Morrison from Notre Dame. And number 1 was Will Johnson from Michigan. And so these are my kind of takeaways. The first thing I said was that I think Dakario Davis is a little bit overrated in my opinion. He only had 1 interception last season. And I got that stat off of collegefootballstats.com. But anyways, it's not as important. I don't think he should be as high on the list because he's not necessarily as important as somebody who's a little more proven, like some other guys on the list. And personally, kind of going off that, I think that Denzel Burke would be a little more deserving because he could have easily been a first or second round draft pick, and he decided to stay back for the Buckeyes and make their offense a lot more talented and better probably, and just to have that number 1 cornerback for a defense who could have lost a lot of people, I think is more impactful. And I think Will Johnson probably deserves 1. But after the season, I wouldn't be surprised if like some other guys on this list could prove to be a little more impactful, just because Will Johnson's really talented, but I'm not sure how good Michigan will be. Like, they're still going to be really good, but they lost a lot of guys, and who knows? We'll have to see, but I just don't think that Will Johnson is... I think he's number 1, but I'm not sure if he will be by the end of the season. That's what I think. But those are some takes I saw on social media, and that's just what I was reacting to them. So I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.